Hello everybody, Nico here. I understand it's been a very long time since the last time I did something, but school has become a bit of an issue. I have had non-stop homework, a lot of family problems, getting settled in the new house, all kinds of problems. As you can see, there is going to be no light for this, so don't be, make sure you have your volume on, okay? Because otherwise, you won't be able to get any of this. Now, what I want to start talking about is a little bit of some cool stuff that's going on. Of course, I have to do another Mika reviews, but I haven't had that big of an opportunity to do so. I have quarterly writing assessments out here in Arizona, which they aren't all that bad. They're basically the CRTs-ish. Sort of, but not. It's every quarter you have to do like a full essay on what you've learned in that class, or some form of topic that they assign to you. Well, with what they assign to you, it's not all that good. There's one that my teacher talked about because of a parent-teacher conference. She told me about we're going to be looking at the Kamishibai, which is, if you guys know what the Iliad is, from what she's saying, it's like that, but, ancient Japanese, which I find is pretty cool, because, I'm all about Japanese, although I don't speak much Japanese myself. I'm trying to look for someone to teach me. No, Google Translate does not count, because I'd rather be proper, because Google Translate only covers one certain type of Japanese. It doesn't cover every last bit. It doesn't cover, I forget what they're called, but it doesn't really explain that much. It covers, certain parts of Japanese, but it doesn't cover it all. And for those of you that know Japanese, can I get some help? Can you please help me understand the Japanese language? Because I would very much like to learn Japanese. I've been through so much stress. I've been pulling out my hair with all the people at my school and how fucking retarded they are. It's insane how stupid Arizona Lake Havasu students can be. I mean, they're in high school and they're acting like they're in fucking 5th grade. 5th grade. That's where, you're very immature and, you have no innocence, but you don't know how to use the words that you've gained from losing your innocence. People say, oh, well, 5 is where they're really immature. No, they're innocent. Children are innocent when they're 5. Sure, they're annoying when they're 5, but they're innocent. Which is why they're annoying. Because they see the world as everything's good and nothing can stand in my way. Whereas we all know, yes, everything will stand in your way if you want to accomplish something, and you have to miraculously get by all of that. Which I do believe it is possible. I confessed to a girl a while ago, actually, from, I want to say a couple weeks after my last video. I don't know, somewhere around there, but, yeah, not entirely sure how she feels about it. She didn't really say much. I'm not gonna go big in detail, okay? Because, you know, she will remain anonymous-ish. My acting class is so good. So good. So good. Right now, he's preparing us for this improv acting form of thing, where we pick 3 cartoon characters, and what we do with these cartoon characters, well, first he had us have a little paper, put down things about the character, like, how does this character look, what do they dress like, what do they look like, how do they talk, is one of them, what's their best trait, what's their worst trait, do they have any habits, things like that. And then it has you put things for yourself for the exact same things, and you do a little bit of compare and contrast between you and the character that you chose. I, of course, did anime characters, because he said that was allowed, which I am very happy about. And I can thank his wife for that, because his wife is also otaku, which I find is amazing, that he has otaku influence. But yeah, I don't know what he's planning on doing, but I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have to, like, do a scene acting out as that character, which I find will be amazing. You guys might not believe it, but if you guys have seen, if you guys watched Vampire Knight, which I put up a video for in Nico Reviews, if you guys watch that series, I will be doing, I think I'll be doing, Zero Cross. If not, then I would be doing, Tomoya from, Clannad. And if not that, then Usui from Kaiju wa Maid-sama, which is my favorite anime, by the way. Yeah, a lot of things. I finally got my Xbox 360 back, which is amazing. I'm very happy about that. A lot of things. I have this really big idea for a game. Like, if you guys have ever heard of the game Magicka, which is where, like, you play as wizards and you have, like, a set amount of elements that are bound to certain keys. I was planning on doing something like, it was a mix of Magicka with Assassin's Creed and Red Faction Guerrilla with their destruction engine, and Assassin's Creed with their free running, like, ninja style running, and Magicka with their magic combination thing. But it's like, you're a mage, and you're going through training as a mage. The way I think it should work is, at the very beginning, you'll be kind of just sent around. They'll talk to you like, hey, you need to do this, go over to, like, the storeroom and take care of some stuff. And then, the next thing that you'd have to do is you'd have to go and talk to someone, go back to the person that you were originally with, and they'll tell you, okay, well, we're about to have a combat session, a dueling session, so if you wouldn't mind joining us, that would be great. You go over to the dueling session, and the person challenges you, and you have to fight him. They will give you a tutorial on, like, a quick tutorial of what you can do, like mixing up spells, mixing up the different elements. You do get, it's a little bit like a light side and dark side-ish, whereas there's forbidden arts, which they do a crap ton of stuff, but they also cost life, which is not particularly great, but they just do so much. They're so utility, and like poison, it will rot the enemy from the inside. Plague will send out like a cloud mist that will dissolve anything inside of the cloud. Chaos, which just turns everyone completely insane to where you don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know if they're gonna attack one of their enemies, do something weird, start dancing, or even kill themselves. Dominion is one of them that allows you to turn an enemy onto your side. Of course, you don't get all of these on the first one. You get mostly like basic ones like wind, water, earth, fire, lava, light, shadow, arcane, things like that. So what ends up happening is it shows you the tutorial on how to weave spells. Like if you combine fire with if you combine fire, lightning, and earth, you basically summon a lightning bolt that strikes the ground, and because it strikes the ground, earth will blast upward to create like spikes of rock, and from the rock it will also create like a consecrated ground where it's just on fire. So that's a thing. But I find the idea to be very good. It will have to go with the anime that I plan on making. I have yet to type my scripts. So, yeah. I think that's about all that I have to say. Sorry. I hope you enjoyed the black dark void of my room, which is it just could use a couple improvements, but otherwise not bad. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.